Hello, my name is David Hillier and I am one of the lecturers on your first year class Introduction to Finance and Accounting. Every week I will be putting videos of the lecturers, short videos, 15-minute videos, enough for a commute time, and hopefully these will be there just to give you a bit of a backup in terms of following the lecture material that you will encounter over the period of the next 20 weeks. Now you might ask, well, why would you want to study finance and accounting? Now every single pathway is going to say the same thing, but I believe that accounting and finance are at the very heart of what we do in business. You may want to focus on marketing, you may want to focus on human resources or be entrepreneurial or dealing in the systems and making sure that you've got the systems right within an organisation. But unless you know how to make a decision that is sound, it's robust, it can be verified and supported by figures, and I mean by a decision that's something that actually makes business sense, then you're going to find it difficult to make much way within an organisation. Now, how do you make sense when you're trying to put forward a position? Well, normally you will back up your proposal with a set of figures. And those figures may involve an accounting statement, a balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow, or they may involve some type of forecast, a business plan, and they may even involve some estimate of how much value you would create from your investment. So in finance and accounting, we focus on the numbers. We focus on how you can work with business numbers to make the appropriate decisions. Now, that may have put you off the programme, or it may not. What type of careers will you have? Well, the great thing about accounting and finance, and I'm going to be honest, the great thing about any business subject is that you can apply your knowledge and your experience that you gain in your degree to any field. That's the true beauty of it. Now, as a career, you may end up working in a banking sector. You may end up working in investment banking, or you may be trading. You may end up doing some accounting function. We see lots of different careers coming out of the finance sector, and a lot of our people actually decide to work in the non-profit sector and helping others, helping charitable organisations. And finance and accounting isn't just about making money. It's about, using figures and using your knowledge about money to make better decisions. Now, you might hear some noise in the background. That's we're in the process of a major decant within the business school, and we've got workers just right outside my window there. But can't be perfect all the time. Careers. If we think about are the careers good? Well, there's quite a lot of research that's showing that those who study in finance and those who study in accounting tend on average to be paid more. Now, I'm not saying, right, okay, that's the only reason you should take this subject. However, your earning capacity does tend to be higher if you've got some type of finance background or understanding of the figures, finance or accounting. And I can quote a number of surveys that suggest that. And if you actually think about it, the finance people are the ones who are dealing in the money and making these types of decisions. Also, if you work in finance, there's a whole area that you can be involved in. You could be involved in finance, right? And you'll be working in audit, for example. You work in audit, that audit could be involved in any business that you can imagine. It could be in engineering, it could be in oil, it could be in services, it could be in software development. but you're still using your finance and your accounting knowledge. Other areas, you could be a consultant. There's a lot of finance consultants. I've done consulting work myself in the past. You could be involved in corporate finance. You can be involved in tax, HR, insolvency. It's a big thing at the moment in terms of the amount of difficulty that people have. You could even be involved in personal finance and advising individuals about their finances, and you can use the exact same techniques here that you learn in this class. And the last thing I would say is that people who are involved at the board level and are senior managers, you do not get to that level unless you understand the figures, unless you understand the business. And this is what this subject, this pathway is all about. So it's a small video introduction. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. It's myself and Joe Dunn who will be lecturing you in this year. We lecture you over a period of about 20 weeks, and Joe will be doing the majority of lectures, but I will be coming along and doing some teaching as well. Every week you'll be getting a video. It might be me looking at me like this, or it might be me working on a spreadsheet. It might be me going onto the internet, digging out some data. It may be a set of slides. Each week it'll be different, but I'll be trying to cover what we plan to do in your course outline, but in a slightly different way, just to give you that additional bit of flavour about finance. So I've got, I'm just looking through my notes here to talk. The lectures take place 1 to 2 and on a Tuesday, and 10 to 11 on a Wednesday, and that's in the Royal College, room R667. The textbook that you'll be expected to read, and I would have to say that it is a required textbook because we will be taking the weekly questions and using those from the end of chapter. That's Corporate Finance, Second European Edition, and there is accounting in there. And all the way through, accounting and finance is very closely linked, and you can get that book either in the John Smith's bookshop, or you can get it on Kindle as well. We'll be using My Place a lot. Now you probably won't know what that is, but that's our online system that we put all our programs on and all our classes on, and that's where you get all the information, and you'll get all our downloads, all our slides, all the materials that you get for this class, and you can get that through that. So that's called My Place. And I'm now just looking at the lecture programme. The lecture programme covers quite a lot of the corporate finance textbook, but it won't just be all of the corporate finance textbook, because you use that in years 2 as well, and also in year 3. I teach in the honours year as well as teaching in the first year and the second year, and I use that book all the way through. So it's a very big book, and the authors are Hillier and other people, other co-authors as well. So I look forward to seeing you. Before I finish, I just need to talk about assignments and assessment. You'll be getting feedback. You'll get feedback from your assignments. There are 2 assignments. The deadlines for the assignments are in the class outline, and you'll also get 2 class tests. And the way we work out the average of the assignments, it's given in the class outline. It's quite complex. It's like 0.25 times assignment 1 mark plus 0.3 times the class test 1, the first 1 mark, plus 0.15 times assignment 2 mark, plus 0.3 times the second class mark. Okay. And that comes up to be 50%. And the other 50% is the final exam. Now, we've set these assignments and things because you have to work all the time, especially in finance and accounting. You have to put the effort in because otherwise you will fall behind. So I really would ask you, put that effort in. Start from the first week. Start doing the reading. Do the questions. Do all the questions at the end of the book, all that you can. And you should be in a good position. But don't leave it to the very end, and don't leave it to, just before the exam. That is just a bad decision. Year on year on year, we see people who are excellent coming into this degree, and they leave it too late. They think it's like school. It's not like school. You've got to put the work in all the time. We have a late submission policy. You'll see that in the class outline, and we also have a marking guide, and you'll be able to get that in the class outline as well. So until we meet again, and you will be getting the videos, but until we meet again, cheerio, and I hope you have a great experience with your finance and accounting first year class. Bye.